Hi there. Let me say something that might sting a little bit. Your calling is not about you. It's not your brand. It's not your image. It's not your moment. Nor is it your glow up. And I know because I've done this too. I've prayed for purpose like it was a prize. Like if God finally told me my calling, I'd finally feel important, finally feel ahead, finally feel like I'm not wasting my life. I think we could all relate to that. But that kind of mindset is sneaky because it sounds spiritual, but still centered on me, right? Like, God, what do you want me to do? But sometimes what we really mean is, God, what do you want me to become so people finally see me? Let's be honest. And listen, God will elevate you. God will open doors. God will use your gifts, for sure. But if the only reason you want purpose is to feel validated, then you're not chasing your calling. You're really chasing a form of control. And here's a truth that nobody really wants to hear. It's that most people don't actually want a calling. They want a spotlight with God's approval. They want to feel special without being stretched. They want impact without any inconvenience. They want favor without serving. But God doesn't want to call you to be impressive. He calls you to be useful, to contribute, to serve. And useful doesn't sound glamorous. It sounds like showing up when you don't really feel like it. It sounds like helping someone when nobody claps or notices. It sounds like something beautiful. It sounds like being faithful in hidden places. Because your calling is not some sort of stage. It's an assignment. If you want a simple test, or whether something is truly from God, you need to ask yourself, does this pull me closer to loving people? Or does it just feed my ego? Like pride, the original sin. Does this make me feel more obedient? Or just more obsessed with being seen? Does this produce humility? Or any hunger for applause? For attention? Because God doesn't call you so you can build a kingdom with your name on it, right? He calls you so you can build His kingdom with your life. And I think this is where a lot of us get stuck. We keep asking God for the full blueprint, like the 5-year plan, the clear sign, the obvious calling, the perfect confirmation. But God is usually not going to give you a map. He won't give you anything if you won't take the next step of your own free will. So if you're sitting there like, I don't know my calling, I'm going to make it painfully practical for you. Your calling will usually be connected to people, not a title, not some sort of vibe, not a fantasy. People. Your calling will always be towards people. So ask yourself these questions. 1, who do I consistently feel burdened for? Like, you just can't ignore it. You can't unsee it. 2, what pain do you understand because you've lived it You've experienced it. Not so you could stay wounded or hurt, but so you could help someone else survive it from your own experience. And 3, what do people already come to me for, even when I feel unqualified? Advice, comfort, truth, prayer, perspective. That's not random, you know. God doesn't waste anything. But hear me. If you won't serve one person right now, you're not ready to reach or serve 1,000. And that's just the truth. If you can't be faithful in a small place, you don't need a bigger place, right? You need a pure heart. You need a more pure heart. And I'm not saying this to shame you or anyone. I'm saying this to free you, set you free. Because when your calling is about you, it's exhausting. You're always comparing, always insecure, always wondering if you're behind. It's common for everybody. Always trying to prove something. But when your calling is about serving, you could finally breathe. Because it's no longer about performing. It's finally about obedience. So here's your next step. Not tomorrow, not the new year, not when you're ready, not waiting for perfection, but today. Text that one person an encouragement. Pray for someone by name. Serve quietly. Create something that helps somebody feel seen again. And do one faithful thing with no applause in the shadows. And let God steer you while you move. Because clarity doesn't always come before obedience. A lot of times it comes after. And that's important to remember. So let me end it like this. God, I don't want a calling that makes me proud. I want a calling that makes me faithful. So show me who I'm sent to. Give me the courage to serve, even when it's hidden. Purify my motives and use my life for your glory. Your calling is not about you. It's about who you are sent to serve.